One of the funniest things about editing Marshall is Marshall just coughs into the mic, like like a child sneezing. Marshall just goes from talking to, and you're like, "Oh, yep, there's a giant spike on Marshall's audio." I know for a fact Marshall didn't cover. Marshall didn't do anything. Marshall just went, "Face explode now. Done." I still love him like a brother. I'm here for him every time, but it is one thing when editing where I'm like, "That man just exploded." And I heard it, and he didn't cover. I know Angela has to know he doesn't cover. Like, when Marshall sneezes, his whole head goes back. I know it happens.
Yes.
Hello and Merry Christmas. We interrupt our whatever we usually do to come to you on Christmas Day with the sequel to yesterday's episode, Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. As I was yesterday, I am Tristan.
And I am Marshall. A little bit more under the weather.
Yeah, we didn't record these back to back, but that's okay. Marshall and I, during this adventure, thought it would be really fun to do a Christmas Eve and a Christmas Day back to back. But we're big procrastinators, and so we're waiting till almost literally the last minute to get these recorded so we can get them edited and ready to be posted on time for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
yeah, we're kind of cutting it close.
Yeah, we're cutting it real close. I'm actually
But
having to stay up past my bedtime to get this done. Thank you, Marshall.
you're welcome. Sorry I was sick.
Yeah, yeah, I'm
I
sure
was I
you are.
was you heard me though that day.
Yeah, I thought about making you do it anyway. The thought crossed my mind of like, could we limp through this? Marshall's laugh isn't going to be there at all. Fun fact. Fine. Marshall's not up for a fun fact right now.
It usually goes the other way.
I feel really bad. Nothing's fun right now. Yeah. Fun fact.
Fun fact?
After we recorded Home Alone and I got it all ready, I was scrolling through the social media and I came across a snippet of a podcast that is like, Home Alone is a Christian movie. And I was
Okay.
like, curious, show your work. And he goes, okay. But he wasn't really talking to me because I was listening to it and he was talking to somebody else. But that's pretty much the gist of it. And he goes, so get this. At the scene where Kevin goes to the church, right?
Yeah.
He's drawn in and he goes inside the church.
Okay.
The music's going, and the sanctuary candle passes in front of the foreground, signifying that Christ is present in the church.
Okay.
Then he meets a Christ-like figure, Mr. Marley, and makes a
Okay.
confession. When we first meet Marley, what is he doing?
Shoveling snow.
Salting the earth, salting the sidewalk.
Okay.
After Kevin makes his confession, he shakes his hand. We see a wound on the top of his hand. Last time we saw him earlier in the movie, he had a wound on the top and the bottom, signifying that his hand had been pierced through.
Okay.
At the end of the movie, Kevin cannot save himself from the burglars, and Mr. Marley has to intercede on his behalf to save him and take him home.
Okay. I do see the parallels there.
And then the guy said that he had gotten an early draft of the script from someone who listened and worked in Hollywood, and there was actually supposed to be more to that church scene where Kevin and Mr. Marley talk about God.
Interesting.
Yeah, but we're doing Home Alone 2,
Yes. Lost in New York.
Lost in New York. That's the second one.
It is.
what a dumb thing for me to say.
Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. It's the second one.
Yeah. Well, should we get into the specs of this movie?
We should get into the specs of this. I have a fun fact if you want to kick it off with a fun fact.
Kick it off with another fun fact, because I
Fun
did just give like two.
Okay, fun fact. Christopher
Yes, sir.
Columbus, the director of this movie and the last movie,
Uh-huh.
he wanted to early on he proposed doing Home Alone 2 and 3, filming them back to back, as to help keep Macaulay Culkin in the age range of playing a young kid.
Right. Because this
And
came out 2 years after
Correct.
But it was supposed to have been the next year.
Yeah, they say it's the next year in the movie.
Right.
So his plan was he wanted to do 2 and 3 back to back, shoot both movies, and the studio thought it'd be too expensive and take too much time.
Smart.
hmm So they did the one movie,
Yeah.
and
Well,
the
do they know
last
what
one
they would
was
have?
this cast.
But do they
Spoilers.
know what they would have done with the third one if they had done it back to back?
I didn't find any information on that. I think they were waiting to get the go ahead before they started writing something.
Because in '97, I know John Hughes wanted to do the third one with Macaulay Culkin, and then found out that he had retired from acting, and so he went. So yeah, then he went. Was it '94?
The third one
Because I
came out
know
in '97.
right. So '94. No,
Look at your notes. When did this one come out?
'92. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I think it was '94. He wanted to do another one with Macaulay Culkin returning as a teenager. Yeah, and yeah, he had learned that Macaulay Culkin had retired from acting, and so he scrapped it and started working on a third one.
That didn't feature the McAllisters.
Well, first it was going to be Fuller, and then he scrapped that and came up with a whole new idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, as Marshall previously mentioned, this movie was directed by Chris Columbus and was written and produced by John Hughes, as was the first one. And like the first one, this is also starring Macaulay Culkin.
hmm
I'm not really going to get into it because it's a day after, so I'm assuming you're listening to these back to back or grouped together, or know the movie well enough to know that, yeah, Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, John Hurd, and Catherine O'Hara are all returning with starring credits in this one. But we do get some new cast in the great and legendary Tim Curry, who you
hmm
might know from Roseanne.
you you always pick the most obscure things. Also, he was on this podcast once before.
Sure, yeah, McHale's Navy. He was okay.
He was okay.
His accent, I still don't know what his accent was he was trying to do.
What
But
what did we determine? He was supposed to be
a
a,
German from
German,
nowhere land or something,
yeah,
a
German
nowhere
from nowhere
accent.
land with a nowhere European accent or something like that.
Something like, yeah, it was weird. I don't know. Listen to that episode.
I did recently. That's why I kind of got where we were.
Not you, our audience.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But you probably know Tim Curry best from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I think that's the one he's most famous for.
yeah, that or Clue.
Clue. That's right. He was Colonel Mustard, wasn't he?
No, he's the butler.
That's the one. Colonel Butler.
Oh,
Anyway, moving on from Mr. Tim Curry, we have Brenda Fricker, who was in such films as A Time to a Kill, I Married an Axe Murderer, and Angels in the Outfield.
okay. Oh,
Yeah.
she's the pigeon lady, right?
She's the pigeon lady. She gets a starring credit in this.
And Angels in the Outfield. She's the foster mom, or the not
She,
the foster mom, but she runs the
the, that would be a foster mom.
yeah, a foster home, not a
Yeah.
orphanage or anything.
No, just foster home.
Fun fact she had just won an Oscar before this.
Right on. Good for her. We
Yeah,
also have John Williams returning to do the music for this one, because why wouldn't you?
exactly.
I made how much on the first one? You want me to come? Yeah, I'll do another one.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Look, do you know how many Star Wars I've done?
They're not getting any better.
No.
Actually, at this point, he just did 3 really good ones because it would have been 92. The next one wouldn't come out until 99 with episode 1.
You got to ruin the joke?
I do.
Okay. This movie was released November 20th, 1992.
Oh, one more thing about the cast.
Yes, sir.
So the whole family, the whole McAllister clan returned except for the actress that played Linny, Kevin's younger sister. There was just a
And
scheduling conflict, so they brought somebody else in.
oh,
But all the other siblings are there from the first movie.
and nobody noticed.
No one noticed.
Home Alone 2 had a budget of 28 million and raked in a whopping 359 million at the box office, making it another box office smash. I really think they dropped the ball not doing a third movie.
Yeah, I think it would have done really well, but
The right
Kevin,
cast.
Kevin, Macaulay Culkin had retired from acting.
Yeah, no, there was
They
a
put
lot
too
going
much
on
time
behind the
between
scenes.
it.
Yeah. Well, '94 they were getting ready to do another one. He was already writing a script for it in '94, which is 2 years later, having him come back as a teenager.
Yeah.
But I mean, we might have also had Mighty Ducks 3 effect if they'd done it that way, where where it just the antics and the fun of it doesn't work once puberty sets in.
It a different flavor for teenager antics versus kid antics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's harder to be cartoony with a teenager than it is with a kid.
Well, they did a really good job with the cartoony
They did.
humor and stuff.
Yep. So, shall we get into this?
I think we shall.
All right. So we start off with the 20th Century Fox logo because Marshall loves them logos.
I do love them logos, and as I mentioned last time,
Uh,
it became a Fox picture because it used to be Fox had the rights after getting it from the first movie.
right. Yeah. And they weren't giving that up.
No, no, they weren't.
But then we get that classic Home Alone intro with the house kind of fading back
Mm-hmm.
and the Home Alone next to it. And then we get New York buildings that just kind of sandwich the house in between. And we're thinking the McAllisters have moved to New York, but that would be incorrect.
Yep,
Because we open to chaos in the house again.
we
And
do.
it's
I mean, and the name of the movie, Lost in New York, kind of tells you something's going on.
sure. But yeah, we see the whole chaos in the beginning again. Very similar to in the first movie. We find out Fuller still wets the bed.
Yep.
He's walking by and drinking a Coke this time because Coke is sponsoring the first one when Pepsi sponsored the first one.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
And Uncle Frank comes by and grabs a Coke and he goes, "Easy, champ. The rubber sheets are packed."
Yeah. Good
It's
old,
like, oh,
good old Uncle Frank.
yeah. It's like, oh, so it's still a problem for the boy. And yeah, and then we get the introduction to one of the most successful toys of the early '90s, the Talk Boy.
Yes, the Talk Boy.
It was
Do you
one
have
of
a
the
fun fact
first.
about the Talk Boy?
No, but real quick, this is like one of the first devices that we had to record.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now
I
go
think
with your fun fact.
fun fact, when the movie came out, there was no such thing as a Talk Boy. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
I
it
knew
was
that.
a it was a device made specifically for the movie, and it became so popular that Tiger Electronics made one and sold it and made bank.
Yes, I no longer have mine.
Gonna say you had one for the longest time,
We use that for everything. Do you know how many mixtapes I made off the radio with it?
and then you can speed it up and slow it down.
Yeah, depending on how
Always
you
follow my
recorded it.
pride. I would choke on the ride, but the lack thereof
That
it would
was
be
the
empty
song I kept
inside.
trying to get. Yes, I kept. Oh my gosh, you know how many hours I sat by the radio trying to record that song?
Yes, yes, I do.
Oh, and then finally we figured out like we have a lot of tapes. Let's just record a block of the radio so then when it comes on, I just have it and I can cue it to that and then I can play that on my tape deck and record that at the Talkboy and that worked.
Yeah.
Or I could have just gone to Sandy's house and she would have like played it off her CD and I could have recorded it from there, which I think I eventually did.
Well, and then you eventually got your own CD because I heard that song over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, I'm, that reminded me the same thing I did with the Celine Dion song from Titanic. He's like, you didn't talk about the fact that you played that song on repeat. And I go, I really didn't want to talk about that. Thanks for bringing that up. It got so I used to listen to songs obsessively, and Eve Six's Inside Out was one of them, and Celine Dion's My Heart Will Go On was also one of them. And at one point with the Titanic song, Dad was like, "Look, it's a good song. It's a nice song, but please stop playing it. I am tired of hearing it. Can you listen to something else just for a little while?" And
Yeah.
my wife has not really been exposed to that side of me because I've gotten better about it.
The obsessive
But
music thing?
the the excessive obsessive song thing.
Oh, okay.
So like when Disciple came out with their latest album, Skeleton Psalms,
Yeah.
I listened to that album on repeat for 4 months.
Dang.
Anytime I was in a vehicle or at work or anything, headphones in, it was. And then, yeah, when I was alone, I definitely obsessively listened to the same song on repeat millions of times.
Yeah. Well, because you did that too with Green Day back in the day.
What? Okay. Probably.
I'm just gonna keep saying things.
Green Day, and then later it was Dead Kennedys.
Yeah. Yep.
And then I got really into the used dashboard confession. Let's stop talking
I was gonna
about
say
my
how
musical
I was gonna say supposed to be talking about Home Alone here.
You started it. So
Home
yeah, the
Alone 2.
Talk Boy.
I did. I sang.
Yeah. But yeah, that Talk Boy thing and
Oh, but
that
yeah,
was big.
Tiger made bank on
Lot
that thing.
They made a lot of money on that
They made
because
a lot of money.
everyone had to have one.
Also, so did Macaulay Culkin because he negotiated for merchandising rights on this movie, and since that counted as merchandising,
Smart kid.
yeah,
But yeah, he is watching a commercial and recording it. Well, he's watching it's called Celebrity Ding Dang Dong, and it's some kind of game show, but they're uh, they're sponsored by the Plaza Hotel in New York City, and Kevin just happens to record the commercial on
right.
his
And I,
Talkboy.
I, I couldn't help think of the fabulous Alibaba Hotel and Casino when they say that.
Yes. So okay, so this is not a fun fact. This is a Marshall. Do you remember moment?
Okay,
So we watched these with Grandma and Grandpa all the time. Christmas or no, remember that?
right, yeah, yeah. This was these were one of those movies that were just all year round, even though they were Christmas movies. That was just like,
Right, and
let's watch Home Alone again because the funny things happen.
right, and we watched them camping a lot, and especially in the motorhome.
Yes,
Do you remember recording the movies on cassette tapes on the slow speed so we could listen to them sped up
I do.
with chipmunk voices? The whole
Yes.
movie.
Yeah, as much as we could on the tape, and we'd flip it and do the rest of it.
Yeah, huh? Home Alone 1 and 2, we had both like that.
Oh,
We were
wow.
strange children, weren't we?
We're strange children. I mean, we're still kind of strange.
We are. But Kevin loves Christmas trees. And his mom is like, decorate a palm tree. And he's like,
Did we say they're going to Florida? I know we talked
they're,
about the hotel, but
they're going to Florida.
yeah, that's the plan.
That's the plan. They're going to go to Florida because Paris went so well.
Yeah.
And, and Kevin's like, I don't want to go to Florida. Florida stinks. Florida doesn't have Christmas trees. And mom's like, what's with you and Christmas trees? And it's like, how do you have Christmas without a Christmas tree? And I'm on board with Kevin. How do you have Christmas without a Christmas tree? Mom and dad.
I mean, that's why he went. There's a subtle hint. I was gonna say that's why he went out and cut down his neighbor's tree in the last movie, but or at least the top off.
What? I thought it was his own tree.
It might have been his own tree. I just assumed it was the neighbor's because he wasn't home.
It's funnier if it's the neighbor's tree. But
Old man
apparently
Marley's like, "What's he doing to the Murphy's yard?"
just old man Marley's just watching like what? He did, he's been watching this kid since day one. Like that boy's home alone. I better keep an eye on him. What's he doing now? Oh, that poor
Again,
pizza guy.
if they called if they called Mr. Marley, everything would have been fine.
Yeah, that would be fun to do Home Alone again through the eyes of Mr. Marley.
I've been meaning to fix my answering machine. He misses the call every time. Anyway, we're in Home Alone 2 now.
He's don't hang up, don't hang up.
I'm on my way. Almost. Oh, well, I hope it wasn't important.
Anyway, Kevin has a Christmas pageant apparently at the church, and he has to get ready. And Peter, we see him asking about batteries. We find out they're in the chart, and he unplugs the clock and plugs it back in, which resets the time and the alarm. So, set up for what's going to happen in the morning.
Yep. We
But
had to
we
have
get
another setup that wasn't a
a storm.
right, because the power
Yeah,
line got knocked down.
Right, so we couldn't recycle it. But Kevin's like, "Hey, my tie's in the bathroom, and Uncle Frank's taking a shower, and well, I can't go in there for reasons." And Uncle Frank, Uncle Frank,
Peter laughs.
they neither one of them laugh. They both just kind of look at each other and go, he said that to a 10-year-old, and say, well, he was kidding. Go get your tie." And so Uncle Frank is in the shower, and he's singing "Cool Cat."
Yep, he is.
And Kevin grabs his tie and then decides he's gonna record that audioly.
Yes,
All
audio
audio.
with his
This is all
Talkboy.
this is all audio on the Talk Boy. It's not video. It's just voices. But he gets a good clip of this guy singing, And then he gets caught, and we get the famous line, "Get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm going to slap you silly." That sounds like it'll come up again later.
It does sound like it'll come up again later. I don't want to say foreshadowing, but he's collecting artifacts.
Sound bites.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that happens, and we cut to the pageant. Kevin Solo's what?
Yeah, yeah. We get a pageant that everybody's in all the kids are in.
Yes, because it's a small town where everyone knows each other.
Is it?
That's how they kind of established it in the last movie. Village police, they're in a little suburb area,
Hyper on
kind of
two.
little neighborhood. Yeah,
Yeah,
they know all the neighbors. They call around.
I mean those houses are huge though.
That doesn't mean they don't like their neighbors.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure somebody doesn't, but
Sure, the Murphys
but
don't really happy with Kevin, but
probably not after the last. I don't know. He'd saved their house from getting. Anyway, we're on the second movie. Anyway, apparently Kevin can sing, and he's got a little solo coming up, and so they're like, "Oh, they do the chain. That probably comes back too." When they go, "Kevin Solo's coming up. Tell him Kevin Solo's coming up. Kevin Solo's coming up."
yeah.
Frank's sound asleep. This guy, uh,
Yeah, he's well, we know what Frank is.
yeah. Look what you did. No.
What you did, you little jerk.
And so Kevin Solo kicks off, and he's not doing too bad, except Buzz gets a brilliant idea and
Yeah.
takes the other. You can see, I never noticed it before. The kid doesn't give him the candle. He like muscles it out of his hand,
Yeah.
and he's like lighting up behind Kevin's ears and drumming on his head.
Playing drums on
And
his head
and every like okay, the entire audience is laughing, and like, first of all, props to Kevin, because he doesn't let it get to him while he's
yeah.
singing.
Well, yeah, while he's
Um,
singing.
Also, none of what Buzz did was funny
No. No, it wasn't.
in the slightest bit. So like, all those adults, I think, are dumb for laughing at him.
Like the whole auditorium.
Pretty much, it's like I,
Ex- ex-
I, it's not like it was I couldn't help but laugh. It's like you're seeing this kid get picked on, and you're all joining.
yeah, yeah. The only ones that aren't laughing are Kevin's parents, Kevin's aunt,
Yeah, no, Uncle Frank thinks it's
and
great.
Uncle Frank thinks it's hysterical because Uncle Frank's a jerk.
Yeah, but it's not even funny. It's not like Buzz is like doing something clever and funny to get him. Like, if they were singing the drummer boy and he was doing the drum on Kevin's head, that would be funny,
Okay, that would be a little more funny than
because
this.
it would be relevant to it, and it would be clever.
Yeah.
Instead, Buzz is just an idiot.
Well, yeah. Buzz is just an idiot.
Fair enough. So Kevin finishes singing, clearly knows Buzz is up to something, turns around, shoves Buzz, and subsequently knocks over the entire riser of kids, and which knocks over the cardboard, or the plywood Christmas tree, nails Piano Lady in the head, and knocks her backwards off the 3-foot stage. Owie. And then
Yeah.
the part that really bothers me is Kate stands up and goes, "Kevin?" Like, what?
Yeah. 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 No, she should have gone up there and grabbed Buzz while he was singing.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back home, and Buzz is giving an apology.
Yes, a very
Uh, a
a
very,
well-rehearsed apology.
very well rehearsed apology. And now they're like, "Okay, Kevin, your turn." And I'm going, Kevin does not owe anybody an apology. Maybe the Piano Lady, but that's a little iffy.
Yeah. Well, then Buzz just flayed his hands out and took down as many kids as he could, causing the domino
Right?
effect.
Yeah. No, Buzz acts tough, but he's kind of a wuss, because Kevin takes him out in the first movie. And
Yeah.
you know that they hit in the first movie where he's just like, "Oh," flops over and knocks everything over. So like, Kevin can take Buzz.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
he
like,
can. Knocks him down in the first one, knocks him down in the second one.
yeah. And then it's like,
Like,
okay, and Kevin does not have. First of all, Kevin does not owe an apology. Second, have they not ever met Buzz? Does Buzz
Nope.
like never get in trouble any other time of the year? Do they never ever like what?
yeah.
What? How are you believing that this kid does nothing?
And how are you believing his apology?
Right? And
Uh,
then
oh,
he's like,
then- and-
beat. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say that line.
Yeah, he ends it with "Beat that, you little trout sniffer," and Kevin's
Yeah.
like, you know what, family, I'm not sorry. Buzz had it coming, and I took care of business."
Yeah.
And he's full of it. I don't know why you guys are believing anything he says. And then Dad's like, "Well, hey Kevin, if you walk out of here, you're sleeping on the third floor." And he's like, "Yeah, so what else is new?" And then Uncle Frank decides he's gonna chime in and is like, "Oh, you better not spoil my trip, you little sourpuss. Your dad's paying good money for it." Kevin's like right there with, "Wouldn't want to spoil your fun, Mr. Cheapskate." And everyone's like appalled that somebody finally said it, and it was the
Yeah.
10-year-old.
The 10-year-old that grew up a lot last year.
Yeah. And so he just marches himself up to the third floor like, business as usual. I'm in trouble. Duh.
I don't need to be walked up here. I know where the place is.
I know where I'm going. So he gets up there, and Mom comes in and just makes things worse. "Buzz gave you a very nice apology." And he's like, "Yeah." Then he called me a trout sniffer. "Well, maybe so, but when you're ready to apologize to the family and to Buzz, you can come down." And he's like, "Not doing it, lady." And I'm like, "Good for you, kid."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "I'd rather lick a toilet seat." And I'm like, I would take him up on that. That would be fun.
Fine, you can come down if you do that.
But guys, like, really? Like, because I would, yeah, we'll let you off the hook for that.
Is that good parroting?
It's fun. I don't know. Parenting's nothing but trial and error anyway.
Very true.
So, anyway, now we're fully set up for a repeat of last year.
Oh yeah, but he says if he had his way, he'd go on vacation all by himself.
Right. Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
lost,
With it,
Mom.
with yeah. And she's like, "Well, you got your wish last year. Maybe it'll happen again." And he's like, "Yeah, I hope so."
She's like,
the, the third movie. Why are we leaving on Christmas? You know what happens.
yeah, we're leaving 5 days early this time.
What are the handcuffs for? You'll find out, Kevin. Anyway, so they kind of tease that there's a storm, because this is when we get the newspaper that sticks to the front door that says the wet bandits escape.
Yeah, a little bit of a windstorm.
Yeah. But the next day, we get the joke of the guy hitting the statue.
Yep.
They're not answering the door. Kate and Peter wake up. "Oh, we did it again," and then we get another scramble.
Yep. We
Not
did
much
it
of
again.
one.
We get the fast forward scramble and
then Frank's, "I don't want to complain about a free trip, but you guys give the worst gall darn wake up calls." What, you don't have an alarm, Frank?
why did they not set an alarm? I get the power outage killing all the alarms and everything in the first one. That the power's out, nothing's going on. But
Right.
Frank's just waiting for them to wake him up whenever they feel convenient to.
Right. And then, even
I'm gonna
better,
sleep in as long as I can, click.
and then to spoil it a little bit, Kevin beats them to the punch. Kevin's there. Kevin don't wake nobody up.
No, he's packed, he's dressed, he's sitting in the front seat of the van and everybody's getting ready.
Yeah, he's just out there, just chilling. Because we get the fake out of like, "Where's Kevin?" And he goes, 14.
Yep. She's like,
Good
I'm
thing I
up
have a
front.
ticket in case you guys try to ditch me.
Yeah. Still being mouthy
Yep.
and not apologizing.
No, he's not going to. He's going to die on that hill. But anyway, we are at the airport now, and Kevin wants batteries. And Dad's like, "I have batteries in my bag, but now's not the time." And Kevin's 10, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, he needs batteries for his talk boy. He finally ran out, apparently.
Yeah. So he grabs Dad's bag, and Dad's like, "Oh, you're going to carry my bag, Kevin? All right, let's go." So they run through the airport. And Kevin's trying to replace batteries in a talk boy and run through the airport simultaneously. Turns out, can't do that.
It's like trying to play Mario on the Game Boy while running through a airport.
Yeah. Are you saying that because you tried to do it?
No, that just
Okay.
good. That petered out.
So anyway, Kevin's like, "You know what? I'm just gonna stop." You petered out. Very good. I almost missed that one.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, so Kevin stops in the middle of an airport.
Yes, with his family running away from him.
Yes. But he keeps eyes on Dad and replaces the battery. Turns out another guy wearing exactly the same thing with
Yep.
a similar horrible haircut, with a similar haircut.
So calling him out for a 90s haircut. But
Starts
yeah,
running and
similar tan jacket and red scarf.
yes. And starts running and Kevin gets the batteries in and starts running. Doesn't use the talk boy.
Nope, he just throws it in the bag. He's like, okay, his batteries are changed. Let's go.
Yep. And then
To-
starts running after this guy, screaming, Dad, wait! Dad, wait! Which, to add to the untrained observer, this man seems like a horrible father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just ditching his kid. Wait, Dad, wait. No.
This is my only chance. But then we see the family arrives at the airport. And fun fact, do you have a fun fact about this part?
I do not have a fun fact about
The
this part.
ticket agent that the family meets is the elf from the first movie
I did have that.
who
fun
takes all the
fact.
why you gotta do that? What what I was gonna give it to you. Why do you gotta? No, I don't got nothing. And then I say it. You're like, oh yeah, I do. What's that about?
I forgot it until you
So
said it.
Kevin.
Sorry.
So in this part, so they're like, Kate's trying to like make sure they got everybody, and the guy's like, "Get on the plane, ma'am. We'll make sure everyone gets on." And it's like she's not worried about the people who are actually at the gate. She wants to make sure everybody is at the gate who should be.
Right. Right. I
And
mean,
dude just kind of shoos her along.
she should want to get eyes on Kevin before they get on.
Yes, but she doesn't. And then we go to Kevin, and Kevin. I always thought that he like body slammed into this lady. No, he just kind of knocks all the stuff out of her hand, and he's like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. He
so
just
sorry."
tickets
And
everywhere.
yeah, and I'm sorry. They're just and so he loses his boarding pass. Okay, that's what
Yes.
happens. And
It
he's like,
gets
"My family's on that plane, and this happened to me last year." And the lady's like, "Wow, you're bad luck." No, uh, she tells the other guy like, "Hey, he says his family's on board," and okay, but the ticket's lost. So get on the plane,
find his family.
board him on the plane, make sure he locates his family, and then leave him to find a seat. I guess.
Yeah, tell him
So
to get
she
a
does
seat.
that, and yeah, she
She's not
horribly
thorough.
irresponsible adult. She goes on the plane. He's like, "There's my dad there," and she's like, "Good enough." All
You
right,
verified. Sit down.
find an empty seat, kid.
Yeah.
But we did gloss over the fact that when they're in the van, it's that one of the kids is like, "How come none of us are sitting next to each other?"
Oh,
And
yeah.
Kate's like, "This time of year, we're lucky to even get tickets." Which again, is not a full plane to New York. People don't go to New York for Christmas.
They would.
Yeah, I there wouldn't be an empty seat for Kevin unless like flight attendant's like, "Oh, no room for me,"
Probably
or
not.
someone didn't show.
I mean, that could be too. But yeah. They said they were all lucky to get on the same flight.
Yeah.
On the plane.
So
So,
so Kevin has to sit next to a French guy
yep. And he puts his headphones in.
because he doesn't understand French, but the guy keeps talking to him, even though Kevin spoke to him in English. He's just gonna start ranting in French.
Yeah.
But so he puts headphones in, and that's he misses the fact that he's going to New York.
And he should. I mean, wouldn't he be concerned that he's going to France?
He did see his dad. Of course, when he's on the plane, he is kind of looking back and forth, be like, I don't see anybody else.
Yeah. The thought crosses his mind briefly, and then he just shrugs it off.
Because he's 10, and he's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, he misses the call.
Plus a plane from Chicago to New York is not that long.
Right.
It's like
About
2,
the same
3
distance
hours.
to Florida.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we cut to Mom and Dad's plane. Mom's like, I got a bad feeling. And Peter's just like, it's just the jitters. We've done everything. We have everybody. You're fine. And she's like, yeah, you're right. And we don't see Uncle Frank stealing things off the plane this time.
No, we do not.
Yeah, they spend a little less time setting this one up. They really get him to New York.
Yeah, they've got to get him to New
'Cause-
York. They've got a couple storylines going there.
Yep. So anyway, Kevin exits the plane and he realizes he's the last one off, and there's nobody that's familiar to him.
Yeah, he doesn't recognize anybody.
And then we cut immediately to the family landing, and they're getting their luggage, and we get Hand this to Kevin. Hand this to Kevin. Hand this to Kevin. Hand this to Kevin. Give this to Kevin. Give this to Kevin. Here you go, Kevin.
It
The
fully
poor
looks
little
up at some
feller
random people.
at some random elderly couple, and he's like, Kevin's not here." It goes back up the chain,
Kevin's not here.
and
No one
and,
seems too fussed about it.
no, nobody cares. Not even Kate. Kate's like, Kevin's not here," and Peter's like, what? And she just laughs, and then we get the most famous Kevin of the '90s. Everyone was mimicking this.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody met anybody named Kevin, they got that.
Yeah.
And then she faints. And that's
Yes.
hysterical. And then we're back to Kevin. And he's a little confused now because he's looking outside and he goes, that's a big city. I didn't think Florida had a big city. So then he asks Ali Sheedy where he is.
Yeah. That's a fun fact. That's Ali Sheedy,
That is Ali Sheedy.
friend of John Hughes.
Yep. And it took me till I was an adult to realize who she was.
That's fair.
She calls him sir, and that's just weird. Like she seems very condescending to this poor boy who seems really lost and confused because he's like, "Excuse me," and she's like, "Yes, sir." And she's like,
Like,
"What city?"
what? I'm late for
It's
my
New
break.
York. It's New York, sir. And he goes, "Uh-oh, I've done it again." And there's just panic on his face, and she's like, "Is everything okay, sir?" And I'm like, "It's a
And he's
little
like, "Oh, it's just fine."
yeah, I'll be fine." And then we get the eyebrow raise where he's like, "My family's in Florida. I'm in New York.
Yeah.
I can't do it anymore." Without looking real weird.
I'm looking weird too. I'm watching myself.
we used to be able to do. Now it's just like they're like twitching.
Yeah, they used to be able to.
Turns out things you can't do once you get to 40. I can't even lift the one. Can you lift the one?
Kinda. For those of you
So
that can't
Kevin's-
see us,
we spent way too long playing with our eyebrows.
yes, we did.
So then we get a New York montage because he has his dad's bag, which has his dad's wallet.
Yes, he's got his dad's wallet. He's got all the cards. He's got the petty cash, cashier's checks. He's got
Everything.
that's his Zelda bag.
So yeah, he is touring in New York, and then we get a little New York City montage.
Hmm
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, we get to see all the sights. It's like an advertisement for New York.
It almost is, isn't it? And then we cut to the parents, and the parents are meeting with the police, and the policeman does not find these people funny because he's asking questions trying to figure out what's going on. And he's like, "Has a child ever ran away from home?" They're like, "No." He goes, "Has he ever been in a situation like this before?" And Kate's like shaking her head, "No." Peter's like, honey, last year." And they make some jokes about it, like, "Well, at least we
Yeah.
never lose our luggage." Knock on wood.
Yeah.
And they laugh, and the police officer's like, "What's happening? Why is this joke time?"
Yeah. It's like, yeah, no.
But the policeman concludes that it's likely that he just didn't get on the plane and he's stuck in Chicago, and that it's very, very unlikely he'd be anywhere else.
Right. So they're doing the right thing and calling the Chicago airport and
Right.
checking,
Yes.
which
And then
they
we
don't
cut
say
back to
they're doing.
Kevin, who's wandering
Yeah.
the streets of New York City and steps out in front of a box truck because he's 10.
Mhm. And
And
drivers in New York don't care if you're 10.
they really don't, because he gets yelled at. And then we see the Wet Bandits are also in New York
Yes, they decided to get
And
away
we
from
get-
Chicago and Illinois.
and try their luck in New York City. And good for them. But
Moving
I
on.
love this bit. I love this back and forth where it's like they're in a fish truck and Harry's like, you smell that, Marv? You know what that is? And Marv's like, yeah, fish. And he's like, no, it's freedom. And Marv's like, no, it's fish. And Harry's once again, no, it's freedom and it's money. And Marv, okay, it's freedom and it's fish. And so they leave. And that's all the introduction we get. They
Yes.
busted out and they're hanging out with fish.
Yep, we just know they're in New York now.
Yep. Well, and then we see the Wet Bandits walking the streets. Oh yeah, and then he has his little masking tape backwards on
Yeah,
his hand.
his sticky hand, which
Yeah.
he
And and so he sticks it in a Salvation Army bin.
Yeah, where
And
the Santa's ringing the bell trying to get money.
yeah, and Barry, oh great, yeah, we busted at you so you could knock off 14 cents from a Santa Claus. And I'm like, sir, I see a quarter. That's more than
Yeah.
14 cents.
He's like, and we're the
But
Sticky Bandits.
yeah, fun fact: during this scene, you see a man walk by and drop a coin into the Salvation Army bin.
You do indeed.
Do you know who that is?
I do know who that man is.
Do you want to say who it is?
That man is the great Frank Oz,
Yes, it is.
the voice of Fozzie Bear, Yoda, and Miss Piggy.
Hey, you went with the piggy.
Bert from Bert and Ernie. Animal.
Anyway,
He also directed What About Bob?
yes, he did.
I got that right?
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, we see Kevin. He's in Central Park. He's trying to go to the Plaza Hotel because that's a good idea.
That's what he saw on the TV, and it has recorded on his Talk Boy.
Right.
The
That
Fabulous
is
Plaza Hotel.
right, and that is I guess a familiar location to him or a beacon of safety is in his little mind. Because oh, I will find the Plaza Hotel,
Yes.
and that will be my home base for this vacation.
Because it was easy, and he had the number.
Yes. Yes.
Fun fact.
And that yes, sir.
For most movies, when they're giving out numbers and phone numbers and things, you get a fake number, 555, whatever.
Yes.
For this movie, the Plaza let them use the Plaza's actual phone number, which incidentally made them a lot of money once the movie came out.
Yes.
Because everybody was booking at the Plaza after this, and they had the number right there.
Since we're talking about the Plaza Hotel, I was going to save it for later. Fun fact.
Okay.
To this day, they offer a Home Alone experience you can book at the Plaza Hotel.
Really?
You will get a limo ride with a cheese pizza, and they will take you to various sites around New York that also appeared in the movie, and they will take you to the toy store that inspired Duncan's Toy Chest.
Interesting.
Yes.
Well, that's fun.
Yes. And then Kevin sees Pigeon Lady,
Yes, he does.
and he's like, sick. And then he runs. Not very nice, that Kevin. But yeah, he's still walking, and we see the wet bandits are also, or the sticky bandits, I should say.
Yes, the Sticky Bandits.
They-
They have.
Kevin bumps into Harry and doesn't care, but Harry does. So Harry looks back and sees him and is like, "Huh, odd. That can't be that kid."
Yeah, just a off chance like that. There's thousands of kids everywhere. So what are the odds?
Yeah, that kid looks familiar, but that just tripped me out for a second. Anyway, and then Marv is asking Harry what's up, and then he bumps into a lady, and his sticky hand sticks to her purse, and she's not happy with him at all, and frankly, he's quite smitten with her. So then she slaps him,
Yeah.
and that's that.
hmm
Then we get Kevin at the hotel,
Yes, he makes it to the hotel.
and we get a little cameo.
Oh yes.
Which, fun fact,
Okay.
thank you for acknowledging that I have a fun fact. Macaulay Culkin. Let's see, I don't know how to word this because it didn't happen, but it was going to happen, and they thought about having it happen. Was they were going to remove Donald Trump from this cameo, and adult Macaulay Culkin was going to be the one to take its place. So you would have adult Macaulay Culkin giving directions to little kid
Oh, that's
Kevin.
fun.
And I'm like, that's really funny, actually. I
That
think
is
that would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
But there was brief talks about them actually doing that in future cuts of the film, but it didn't end up happening. But we see little Kevin recording his greeting to the Plaza Hotel employees to book a room. And
Yes, this is Peter McAllister, the father.
the father, I'd like an extra large bed, please. Like what?
With a view and one of those little refrigerators you have to open with a key.
Credit card, you got it. Now, as a kid, I saw nothing wrong with this whatsoever.
Yes, as yeah, I agree. As a
someone-
kid, you're it's like,
Yeah,
oh, that makes perfect sense.
as an adult who has lived in the real world for 5 minutes, this has red flags all over it.
It does. Yes, hello, this is Peter McAllister, the father. The what?
I'd like a slow down, sir. I'm still trying to recover. Why you told me you're a father?
You want a what? A what? A key? What?
An extra large? How big is that? Extra large? What? King, queen, California king? What are you doing to me? It's not a pizza.
Can we start over? This is Peter
Credit card, you
McAllister,
got
the father. It hangs up. The lady's still reeling. What? What?
So
Hey,
that
there's some
works.
weirdo named Peter McAllister trying to get it.
He's really proud to be a dad.
Oh.
He has no idea conventional sizes of beds. What's an extra large? I don't know.
And I think he wants a mini bar, but he said a little refrigerator you have to open with a key.
To make sure he had a TV. Sounds like a kid. No, it couldn't be.
It sounded kind of like an adult. Oh,
Anyway,
I hurt.
so apparently that works. And then Kevin shows up at the hotel to claim his reservation 3 seconds after hanging up the phone.
Yeah. He just walks up. Hello.
And we get to see Tim Curry. And we immediately know that Tim Curry's character, who's never actually named unless you can read his name tag,
Interesting.
but he is already suspicious of Kevin
He is.
from the word go.
Yeah, he is. He is very suspicious. And I'll touch on it later.
Yep, because he's going to talk to the lady and he's going to book a room, and he's very sarcastic with people because she's like, a reservation for yourself, and he's just like, ma'am, I can barely see over this counter. My feet are barely touching the floor. A reservation for myself? I don't think so. And he has a believable story. He's got a
Yeah.
decent story.
Yeah. He's got the credit card for it. He's got everything.
Yeah.
My dad made the reservation. He's dropping me off. He's got something to do. Here's the card. Let me in my room. Which in 92 would fly.
Yeah, I think so. I wouldn't think credit card thief
No.
as a 10-year-old, like, oh, I'm gonna book one of the biggest suites in the place. Like,
Yeah.
that's not a thing. That's not where my brain would go. But we also see Rob Schneider is here.
We do. Returning from
Thanks, Cedric.
You May Not Kiss the Bride.
And Down Periscope.
And Down Periscope. Yes. I forgot about that one.
And Surf Ninjas.
Oh yeah, he's been. Oh no, is Rob Schneider our most prevalent actor in these in our?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
You seem less okay with it.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we had him in.
We might have to do an actor count just to see. But
So
I
this
digress.
This is 4 for him.
4 that I can think of off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Is he in Tommy Boy too?
No.
No. Okay. Anyway, I'm not going to sit here and think of all the movies that Rob Schneider might be in on the podcast.
That's fair.
This is where we are not a Rob Schneider podcast.
Not yet. We're getting there. We're getting close.
Well, if it is, it's inadvertently. Anyway, Tim Curry tells Cedric not to count his tips in public, and then says, take Kevin up to his room and find out everything you can about him.
Yes, which isn't weird.
Yeah, it is weird. But we're back in Florida now. We find out that there's no sign of Kevin in Chicago, and so they start asking more questions, like, do you have a picture of him? And Peter's like, oh yeah, I do. It's in my wallet. Oh wait, Kevin has my bag. Kevin has my wallet. My wallet's in my bag. Kevin has my bag. Kevin has my wallet. Kevin's got my credit cards. And the cop's like, that's great. When he uses your credit card, we'll be able to track him. And Kate's like, I don't think Kevin knows how to use a credit card. And it's like, do you remember how resourceful he was in the last movie?
Yeah, he went shopping. He got fabric softener.
Did all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know if the family ever found out about the wet bandits and what happened there, but
Oh, we can pretend that they did.
he survived 3 days in the house by himself.
He's good to go.
Yeah.
And then now we cut back to Kevin. Kevin's all checked in, gets the keys. Now we get Cedric taking him to the room.
Yes.
And we get a good view of this room. And this kid, I don't think he meant to get a room that big.
No, I don't think so either. But he's not going to look a gift horse in the mouth.
No. Like Uncle Frank, he is not going to ruin a free trip. Complain about a free trip.
No, he is not.
But yeah, Cedric starts snooping through his bag,
Yep.
and Kevin catches him, and he's like, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?" And Cedric's like, you want to get the bag? Or do you want to hold on to it?" And then he very rudely asks for a tip. Like he makes weird, like face,
Yeah.
like weird kind of I have to pee face, and like
Puts
makes
his
the
hand
money
out.
sign.
Yeah.
And Kevin's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry," and pulls out a piece of gum and gives it to him. And
Which
Cedric
is genius.
gracefully accepts it too.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, thanks, kid," because he is a 10-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, he could hope, but he's gonna take what he got.
He's like, okay, I get it. I'll get something when the dad comes through.
That's pretty much, I think, what he's thinking. And then we cut down to the pool. Fun
Fun
fact.
fact.
Do you have a fun fact about this?
This is not the Plaza's pool
Do you know why it's not the Plaza's pool?
because the Plaza doesn't have a pool.
Plaza does not have a pool. What pool is this, Marshall?
It's a pool in Chicago.
At the
I don't remember.
Four Seasons.
Yes.
Are we really gonna start tag teaming fun facts?
It was fun.
It was fun. Anyway, Kevin's real polite. 'Cause he's wearing clearly his dad's swim trunks.
I
with
was gonna say it wasn't
those
tag teaming. It wasn't tag teaming fun fact. You were quizzing me on it. Do you
I
have
prefer how I said it.
But yes, he's wearing his dad's swim trunks, which apparently were in the bag as well.
Giant swim trunks.
Or he bought them from the Plaza gift shop because the
That
Plaza has a
might be
pool.
the case because he doesn't have any of it. Because all of his stuff is also in Florida.
Yes. Yeah.
So
with
he
the rest
only
of the family.
has what's in that bag.
Yeah, he only has the carry-on.
Yep.
Which incidentally was money and credit cards, so he's pretty set.
Yeah, so I'm sure he bought some swim trunks and didn't try them on. But he's very polite because he sees a bunch of old men sitting in the hot tub, and he goes, would it bother any of you all if I worked on my cannonballs?" And they're like, "No, go ahead, kid. Knock yourself out."
Yeah.
And so he does, and immediately loses his shorts.
Yep. Yeah. He doesn't have it for long.
No, then he decides he's done in the pool.
Yeah, I would be too.
And now we're back in the hotel room, and he's watching what's it going to be called? Angels with Even Filthier Souls,
Yeah.
the sequel to the movie from the last one.
Yes. Yes.
And he's living it up with the room service. The guy's like, 2 scoops of ice cream, sir. And he's like, 2, make it 3. I'm not driving.
Yeah.
Which I didn't get when I was a kid, and is super funny now.
Yeah. There's definitely jokes I didn't get when I was a kid watching it again. That was one of them.
Yep. And it's pretty much the same scene from the first movie. It's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll come back later to be used against some of the villains of this movie.
This movie has a lot of same beats as the first movie, which I didn't notice when I was younger for sure.
Not at all. No, this movie is like an AC/DC song. They're all the same, but it's good.
Taking shots at AC/DC.
The AC/DC is incredible that they can make the same song sound different.
Wow.
Yes, this movie is very, very similar, especially when you have to watch it so close together. I mean, you're like, yeah, this is the same movie.
Yeah, and I'll make a couple points too later as well.
Yep.
But what we do get with a little bit different in this movie, I'll touch on it now, is Kevin has 4 different plots going in New York.
He does.
He's got he's got the whole thing with the hotel and Tim Curry. There's that whole plot
Right.
going on where they're trying to figure it out. There's the whole thing with the wet bandits going on, or the sticky bandits, have you?
Yes, sir.
There's the whole thing with Duncan's toy chest, which we haven't touched on yet because he's on his way there. But
Right.
there's that, and then there's the whole thing with the pigeon lady. He's got
Yes.
he's got 4 separate stories going on.
Yes. And if you notice, the mom doesn't have a story.
No, this one's way more focused on Kevin, and her getting here is footnote basically. We get a little
Fun fact, though.
okay.
Originally, they were going to have John Candy come back and do a cameo in this, but when they asked him, he laughed at them and said, "No, not after what you did to me last time."
Yes. He was he laughed. He said no. He tried to negotiate for actual money instead of a favor to John Hughes and Scale, and they didn't come to terms. But yeah, he's
And he was a little
miffed.
Rumor has it he was a little miffed that Home Alone 1 did so well, and he got nothing extra on the back end from it.
Yeah, I could see that being a little grumpy.
Yeah, like that was kind of not cool, but he did it as a favor. So anyway, we're later into the evening now, and there's a knock at the door, and it's Tim Curry. Do we call him Mr. Hector?
Is that his name? Mr. Hector?
Yes. We never get it verbally. We never get it vocally. It's only on his name tag. The
Okay.
only time we ever
We can just
know
call
what
him
it
Tim
is.
Curry.
We'll call him Tim Curry. And he's like, housekeeping.
That's a good
You like-
impression.
Was it okay?
Yeah, it was.
He was a little Kermit the Froggy, but he does sound a little Kermit the Frog. Anyway, so there's no answer to the door. So Tim Curry lets himself in because that's what you do.
Yeah, that's not illegal at all to do to a hotel guest.
No. And then Kevin gets the shower going. We totally glossed over the inflatable clown to play with in the pool that his Aunt Cindy gave him or whatever.
Yes.
So he has that. Somehow that was in the backpack.
Yeah, that was in his dad's bag for whatever reason.
Don't ask too many questions.
Nope. He needs something.
But so Tim Curry hears this shower going and a man singing because we're playing back the Frank audio.
Yep.
And Tim Curry's like, I better check this out.
Yeah, I better poke my head into this bathroom where a man is singing in the shower to make sure it's actually a dude singing in the shower.
Right, because we haven't broken enough laws or committed enough felonies at this point.
Right.
Let's add voyeurism onto that.
Exactly.
So anyway, he gets caught, and we get the "get out of here, you nosy little pervert, or I'm gonna slap you silly." And then Tim Curry makes an interesting noise, which is still just as funny as the first time I heard it. The face with the
I remember playing that back at high speed a lot.
Remember when we just rewind it and just play it over and over again on the TV too?
Yeah.
I'm gonna slap you silly. Slap you silly. Slap you silly. Dad would be like, "That's enough. That's enough. That was funny once." God bless our parents. They really did put up with a lot, didn't they?
They did. They really did.
These movies are bringing it all back too. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. My cheeks actually hurt right now.
Mine do too, but I'm also sick, so.
Oh boy. Okay. And now we're back in Florida, and it's pouring down rain, and they're going to their hotel. And apparently, this is the hotel that Frank took his wife to on their honeymoon. And everyone's like, "This is it? Really? You're taking us here?" And Frank's like, "It doesn't look this bad on our honeymoon."
It's like 15 years ago.
And you're cheap.
Yeah, you're cheap.
Oh. And that's all we get from Florida. And we're back to Kevin.
Yeah, like
Kevin's
we said,
going
the parent side of things is cut down a lot
Yeah, there's really no family storyline.
because they realized Macaulay Culkin could carry a movie himself.
They did. Yeah, and they went for it. But yeah, Kevin's at the hotel room. He's going through his bag. We learn that Uncle Rob lives in New York.
Yep.
If he's back from Paris, he can go over there and drop in on him.
Yep.
We get a touching moment where Kevin and Mom are both looking out the window and they say goodnight to each other.
It's like Spyful.
Like Fievel?
Yeah,
The mouse?
Somewhere out there. They're all sitting under the
No,
singing to the stars at the same time.
Uh-uh.
Anyway,
I don't remember any Fievel.
not even Spyful Goes West.
I know the name.
Okay.
It's a mouse with big ears and a gun. Does he have a gun? Does he have 2 guns?
No, he's a mouse.
Then I don't know. I picture little Fievel with the blue hat, the red sweater, and 2 big revolvers.
He may have had the
mean,
revolvers in the flashback, or
I might have him mixed up with Yosemite Sam.
I think you do.
I combined the 2 characters into one. Yo, Fievel Sam.
Yosemite Mousekewitz.
Either one, pick your pick. It's good. Anyway, it's the next day, and we get underwear delivery from Cedric, and Cedric is 0 for 2 on this. Yeah, so he Kevin's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you wanted a tip," and Cedric's like, "Oh no, thank you. I have some tip left over," and shows him the gum. And Kevin pulls out a stack of fitties, and is like, "No tip? Okay." And Cedric realizes the error of his ways.
Yep. And he gets the door slammed in his face
Yes, he does.
while he's trying to
And
go, wait,
then,
wait, 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 wait.
oh yeah, he's backpedaling hard, and it don't work. I think Kevin had that planned.
I think so too.
But anyway, Kevin's getting ready to leave the hotel, and Tim Curry comes up, and he's like, is your father going to be out soon? I'd like to offer my apologies." And Kevin's like, no, dude. He's mad. He did not come all the way to New York to get his naked rear end spied on. And if someone came in and saw you naked in the shower, would you ever want to see him again? And Tim's like, yeah, no, probably not. And yeah, so anyway, he goes outside, and Kevin's got a limo and a cheese pizza waiting for him.
Yes, a cheese pizza.
And then Tim Curry is going to start looking into the McAllister's credit card and running it to see if it's legit or whatnot. And we got Kevin in the limo. He's putting Coca-Cola into a champagne glass and uses the phone in the back of the limo and says, "Hey, driver guy, do you know of any good toy stores?" And the guy's like, "Absolutely, let's go." And we cut from there to Harry and Marv in the park, and they're going over their robbing the toy store plan. Their plan of like, hey, houses are a bust. Why don't we rob like toy stores?
Yeah.
And Marv is just stealing things from everybody, and no one's calling him on it.
He is. Kid skates by, gets the scarf.
And as funny as it is, you are wanted fugitives, and you're
Yeah.
stealing, and everyone's just okay with it.
Yep. Gets a hat, puts it on, puts the scarf on.
Yeah, and then he doesn't have it in the next scene. They give it all back.
Maybe.
Maybe everyone's like, "Hey, that was fine. Oh yeah, sorry, kid. Like,
Here you go.
just practicing my thievery." Like, what? Roll the one. Sorry. Anyway, so we get Kevin's at the toys. What?
I was gonna say, fun fact.
Yes, sir.
When they were doing the filming, since we're outside talking about them filming, they ordered a bunch of fake snow for the movie because they wanted that nice wintry look. And then the day before they started filming, we had a blizzard. Basically, they got everything coated, and they barely used any of the fake snow they had.
Yes, I had that fun fact. I forgot that fun fact, so thanks for picking that one up.
You're welcome.
But we're at the toy store now with Kevin. Kevin is admiring the toy store, and I gotta say, that's a nice toy store.
It is a nice toy
And,
store.
We see that the wet bandits are also there in their little houses,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
are
they're hiding in these little houses like little gremlins.
yeah, and they are. So I was a stupid kid.
Okay.
So at the, Harry,
I'm just like, okay.
hey, you're like, hey, you know you better than you. I'm not gonna correct you. But at this point, Marv's like, yeah, nice place. I just wish I had a bathroom. And as an adult,
Yeah.
I know that they are just decorations, and they are nothing more than boxes of plyboard painted.
Yes.
You see where I'm going with this?
Yes, I see where you're going with this.
When I was a kid, I was like, oh, cool, little houses.
Tiny homes.
I just hang out there all the time. Not as cool as it seems.
Yeah.
So yeah, the wet bandits are going over their plan out the window so people can see them.
Yeah.
And then they just don't move. They just don't move when someone walks by. Maybe we'll blend in with them. They're like the T-Rex. They won't see us if we don't move.
Yeah, they just freeze and then go back to talking.
It's a great beat. It works for the joke.
Yeah.
Realistically, everyone's gonna be like, how come those criminal-looking people are hiding out in them houses? Anyway, Kevin buys stuff, and then he donates money.
Yes.
And this kid can lie.
He can.
He doesn't even need to lie. He doesn't need to come up with some bogus story. He just needs to be like, hey, you know what? Give this to the kids.
Yeah, I've got a 20. Here you go.
It's my dad's money. He doesn't know I have it. Take it all. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. He doesn't need to come up with I have $20 hidden in the garage that I got from Snubble and Show where my brother can't get it, so I can pay my mom back with this.
Yeah.
But let's practice
just
those
making up
lying
a
skills,
story.
kid. Just yep, tell, and then he gives it to the kids. The hospital needs it more than I do. I just probably spent it on something that rot my mind and my teeth. And Mr. Duncan, oops, spoilers. We're not supposed to know.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's very hush hush about who this man is that works behind the counter. That looks like an old man named Mr. Duncan.
Yes, with the Duncan name tag. Anyway, so he yeah, so Mr. And during this transaction, Mr. Duncan tells him about how he gives all the money to the children's hospital that he brings in for Christmas, because he likes kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah. He comes
anybody
in on Christmas Day, and
makes a big show of it.
yeah,
So then Mr. Duncan says, "You can pick something off that tree as a token of our gratitude," and then recommends, basically forces this kid to take the turtle doves.
R-
Like he's like, "Hey,
right.
take these." He's like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "I could have two." He goes, "Well, two turtle doves." And then he tells them a story about how the turtle doves are like symbolizing friendship. You keep one, you give one to your friend. La di da di da. Fun fact:
Yes.
Macaulay Culkin still has these turtle doves.
Oh, that's awesome. He got both of
That, yeah, yeah. He took it back from Pigeon Lady.
them. Gimme.
We're not really friends. No. Spoilers. Anyway, Kevin's leaving the store, and his limo driver just abandoned him.
Yeah.
Boo. No.
Ah.
So he's like, "Well, I guess I'm walking back."
Yeah, his limo left.
Yeah, his limo just leaves him there. And then Harry and Marv come out, and they see the backpack, and they're like, "Hey, it's this kid." Now, how much of a grudge are you going to hold on an 8-year-old boy
That put you in a jail?
that already outsmarted you, already bested you once?
Yes.
Granted, he had help from Shovelly Joe, but
He also dropped an iron on one of them, put a
I mean,
spider on another one, hit him with paint
sure,
cans,
sure,
lit his head on
sure,
fire,
but
shot him in the misters with a BB gun.
yeah, you're making some valid points. He's also a kid who was protecting his home. You have a plan. Do you want to eat? Like, why are you even going to? You see this kid, like, oh, that's the same kid. Let it go. Let it go, and you walk away with the money, right?
Yeah.
Let you want zero comp. Are you're that mad? Like, hats off to you, kid. You're not gonna know where he. Like, really? Why? Why? A kid. A kid. If it was a grown man, maybe take him to the park and pop him. But
Well, they say it. They have no problems whacking a kid.
sure. But so then they walk up to Kevin, and Harry
Hey,
goes,
pal.
"Hiya, pal," and they do not factor in the fact that Kevin is going to scream, and they're in the middle of a public street.
Right. And he does.
And he
It's
does. And everybody notices the wet bandits now. And they're like, "Oh yeah," because they're like reaching to grab him, and he's just like, "Ah!" Like, "Oh no!" I didn't expect him to scream.
yeah.
It's like he's still a kid, dude.
Yeah. But it's yeah, it is an impressive scream.
Yeah. But then Kevin runs, and they chase him,
Yeah, they're holding a grudge.
and so he's running, and there's a guy on the street selling necklaces, 2 for $5, 2 for 5, 4 for 10, and I'm like, "That's a deal." And then I was like, "Hang on, no, it's not." There's no discount for buying 4.
Nope. He's just telling you what the price is.
It's just yeah, it's not like
2 for 5, 4 for
2 for
10.
5, 4 for 10. And I'm like, and usually you get a discount when you buy in bulk. Nope, and there's like they're cheap little pearl necklaces.
Yeah.
And yeah, Kevin runs across the street being chased by the wet bandits, breaks it apart, throws all the beads out, runs. Our wet bandits run along and slip and fall on them. And he creates a tripping hazard for everybody else that walks that corner.
He does. But it's okay, he got away.
Right.
Kinda.
Do you have a fun fact?
I do not have a fun fact.
Oh, okay. You look like
Do you
you're
have a
getting
fun
ready to
fact?
say fun fact. I do
No?
not have a fun fact.
Okay.
So Kevin gets back to the hotel, and I totally glossed over the part of where he gets the credit card comes back stolen, and he gets the little light that shines above his head, that little light bulb that turns on like a little
Yes.
halo,
He's
which
like,
is fun.
justice.
Yeah, he is so proud of himself.
He is. He is. We're talking about
And
Tim Curry here.
Tim Curry, yes, and
Yes.
like he is not great because Kevin gets back and he's like, "Hey, you gotta help me. These guys are chasing me." And Jim's like, "Hey, what's the matter? The store wouldn't take your stolen credit card." I don't know why the accent just felt
Yeah.
appropriate at the time. And Kevin's like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
And as as a responsible adult, you have a 10-year-old that has used this credit card.
Yes.
You ping it, it's stolen. Call the credit card company. Hey, we have the credit card. Oh yeah, so that's not actually stolen. They're pinging it so they can find their kid who's lost in New York. Ah, we got him. We'll keep him at he's at this hotel. We'll keep him here. That's how it should go.
Yes. It's like, welcome back, Kevin. We know what's going on. Your parents are on their way.
Don't even tell him.
Or that.
I mean, maybe probably tell him like, "Hey,
Yeah.
nope, we got you. We're here. We're gonna put you in the nice room. Like we've contacted your parents. We know what this. Yeah, that would be the smart way to do it. We know what's going on. Your parents know where you are. They're on their way to New York."
Yes. He's like, okay, I
But
had
he
fun
doesn't
while it
do that.
lasted. No, he doesn't.
No, instead he confronts him, scares the ever-loving hackaroony out of this guy, and Kevin escapes 3 grown adults and gets to the elevator, gets to the top floor. They come barging in again with security.
Yep.
And we get a repeat, kind of the previous movie, of where he uses the angels with even filthier souls to make his escape.
Yes. Yes. He has this all queued up and ready to go. Just in case of a
Snuffy,
quick getaway.
Leo, Little Mo with the leg, Cheeks, Boney Bob, Cliff. I could go on forever, baby.
And there's a security guard named Cliff there. It's like, no,
Is
no.
no, no, no. I've been married to my wife for 60 years. I got nothing to do with this guy.
I'm not smooching anybody.
Yeah, yeah. He looks about 10 years past retirement.
Yeah, he does.
But anyway, so he runs and he
Yep.
jumps right into the arms of Harry.
Yeah.
He goes sneaks out back to the loading dock, and he's looking behind him as he leaps, and Harry's right there to catch him. And you see the big M, McAllister. I like the attention to detail, but the M's still facing the wrong way.
Yep. They did it the same as it was on the hand before.
Yep. And now they're gonna go for a walk. And Marv is not very tight-lipped. He likes to talk.
Yes, Marv is a talker.
And Harry's like, can you not?" And Marv's like, "What? Who's he gonna tell? Maybe a fish, or the Undertaker."
Which
Eh,
which growing up I always took as the wrestler.
yes, and I had no clue what the fishes was about.
It's like, why would he talk to the Undertaker? The Undertaker's
Well,
cool, but
I mean, yeah, I mean, so did
it's like,
Harry and
oh,
Marv
oh,
hang out with the Undertaker?
yeah, and Undertaker, not the Undertaker.
Yeah, yeah. What's a fish gonna do? Why is he talking to fish? Get him a new
Because
pair
he'll
of
be wearing
shoes.
concrete shoes in a minute.
That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, but they are planning to
Anyway,
take him out.
yeah, they are. hmm And then they're walking, and this movie is a little darker because this is where we actually see that Harry's like, "I have a gun. It's in my pocket.
I'm gonna shoot you.
Make any noise, and I'm gonna pop you." And so he at the stop he reaches forward at the stoplight in the crosswalk. And he reaches forward and he pinches the lady, and it's the same lady we saw slap Marv from earlier. And
Yes.
Marv is really happy to see her, and she knocks him out. And Kevin's
Yeah.
like, "It wasn't him. He did it." And points to Harry, and Harry's like, "What? I was at this party," and she decks him too. And then Kevin's like, "Hey, thanks, lady," and runs.
Yeah.
And and no one's like, "Hey, kid, are you okay? Do you need help?"
To be fair, he kind of runs really quick.
That's true. But yeah, now we cut to Florida. Nope,
Back to Florida.
we're not in Florida yet.
Oh,
Cause yep, because he runs down to the park, and there's like a field trip at the park or a bunch of kids at the park, and
yeah.
so he blends in, and then he hides in the back of a carriage, and so Marv's grabbing kids like, I got him, Harry. And Harry's like, let me see, that's not him, put him down. And this poor kid's, what's happening? Am I being kidnapped?
Nope, not yet.
And they
And
lose him.
this feels very much like Indiana Jones,
Yeah,
where he the young Indiana Jones, where he jumps in the magic trunk on the train. This is a kid just crawls into a trunk and disappears with it. Anyway,
Yes, it does. I got there. I'm like, what? What? I didn't watch
it's
the Young
like, what the heck
Indiana
are you?
Jones,
No, not the River
but the
Phoenix
young
one.
section in the Last Crusade.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So he gets away. Now we cut to Florida. The phone rings. Peter answers it, and he goes, "Hey, what? Or was it Peter or is it Kate? It might have been Kate. It's Kate. No, it's Peter.
It is
It's one
Peter.
of them. Yeah. He answers the phone. Like, hey, it's a credit card company. What are they saying? They found Kevin. He's in a hotel in New York. Do you still have him there? No, they don't have him there. The idiots there scared him away. All right, pack up, everybody. We're going to New York." And everyone's like, woohoo, because they're watching Telemundo in the hotel room, crammed into a little 2 queen-size bedroom.
Yep. And it's still raining. It's like monsoon season.
Yeah, not a good time to go to Florida. But hey, these people don't ever check anything about their travel. They just go places.
And apparently this was very last minute. Although they were able to get 14 tickets on a
During Christmas, how much does that cost? What do Kevin's parents do for a living? I want to say one of them is in fashion because of the mannequins.
I'm guessing she is.
Okay.
I mean, he might be. But I think he's like a lawyer. I can look it
Anyway,
up.
Kevin decides now that he can't go to the hotel, he's going to go to Uncle Rob's house. But there's no
Yeah.
luck.
He's got his
They're
address book
renovating.
so he can see where
We
Uncle Rob lives.
Right, and they mentioned earlier because Peter's like, "Well, you have enough sense to go to my Uncle Rob's house or go to my brother's house," and Kate's like, "Well, aren't they renovating?"
Yeah.
And
So
he's
they're
like, "Maybe
still in
there's a
Paris,
house
right?
there." Yeah, but so he goes there, and yeah, they are renovating, and yeah, this house is the Home Alone house.
Yeah.
Didn't even try.
Nope.
It's the
Nope.
house. It's the skeleton of the house. They probably shot all this stuff first while they were constructing it.
Could be. Yeah.
Do the last
That's
part first
funny.
because we're
Yeah.
building because they have to build it, so might as well instead of tearing it apart for it. Just
Yeah.
I just thought of a fun fact, but it doesn't really apply here.
Which fun fact?
That's a fun fact about in an early script or something, either for this movie or part of for number 3, and I think they ended up using it in using the bit in Home Alone 3. Marv has a running lawnmower dropped on his head as one of the traps.
Mm.
And then he ends up waking up in jail and it's a dream.
Oh, okay. That's funny.
Yeah. No, totally irrelevant to the part of the movie that we're in right now. But it came to me and I'm like, I'll forget this if I don't say it now because my brain's a fun place. Anyway, where are we?
He's in the brownstone.
Oh, yes.
Uncle
So,
Rob.
yeah, that's no luck. He can't get in. He doesn't climb up the thing yet.
Yeah.
So he's deciding he's lost and he's got nowhere to go. And then he's wandering around and some guy's like, "Hey, watch it, kid," and laughs at him. And then he starts getting heckled by some ladies of the night,
Yep. Yep. We
which
get
is
classic late night New York in the 90s.
yeah. And is no one concerned with the fact that there's a 10-year-old kid wandering the streets alone?
Out of New York.
Apparently. And then he hails a taxi and he jumps in there and he's like, "Oh, thanks a lot, dude. It's scary out there." And the cab driver's like, "Ain't much better in here, kid." And he's right.
Yeah.
That part scared me as a kid.
Yeah.
He's just like,
He's
and he jumps out and he runs. And the guy's just like, "Yep, well, kids run out of my cab all the time, apparently." No, not even a cabbie's concerned for this boy's safety. And so then he runs into Central Park because that's a safe thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a good thing.
And then he runs into Miss Pigeon Lady.
He does.
And we see, and first he gets his foot stuck, and he screams at her, and she's like very weird robotic, like gonna grab him, and then bends over, like, and gets his foot out, and then he runs, and then he very aggressively is like, "Look, I'm sorry I screamed at you." And I'm like, he could have started off nicer, but I get it.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm scared.
Yeah. And so they chat, and she
last
shows
night I
him the
was in
scene.
last night I was in a 5-star hotel, and now
Now
I'm
I'm
on the
your friend.
street.
But they talk about the pigeons, and he's like, "Will they all come back?" And he goes, and she's like, "Hold your hand out," and she pours some seed and throws it, and he's like, "They can hear it," and they all come flying back.
Yep.
Maybe that'll come up later. I don't know.
Maybe.
But then Kevin's like, "You know what? It's cold out here. I don't really want to be here. Can we get some like hot cocoa? I'll pay." And she's like, "Sure, sounds great, kid."
I like cocoa.
Yeah. And so they go get hot chocolate and they go to Oh, I forget what the name of this place is. Is it Carnegie? It's not Carnegie Hall, is it?
Where the Christmas tree is?
No, where the orchestra is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would be Carnegie Hall.
Okay. So then we see Carnegie Hall. Fun fact. Do you have a fun fact for this?
I do not.
I have 2 fun facts for this.
Ooh, nice.
This is the first movie to feature Carnegie Hall in 30 years.
Okay.
And then we see an orchestra and a man conducting an orchestra. That man is John Williams.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How do you get to Carnegie Hall?
Does it say when you get to Scarborough Fair?
You
Oh
practice.
no. I don't know what's funnier, your joke or your disappointment in my response. you started a fun little joke. I quoted Simon and Garfunkel. Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. If you're listening to us Christmas,
You're still listening.
Oh,
But yeah, so Kevin and Pigeon Lady have a heart to heart, and we never get her name. And
nope.
he, well, Kevin's kind of wise, but he still very much uses little kid analogies because he compares a broken heart to a worn out or to an old pair of rollerblades that you can't use anymore.
Yeah.
Which I get. I appreciate the metaphor. I get the metaphor. And then he's just, I mean, kids ask questions because she's like, I wasn't always like this. And he's like, yeah, what were you like before, lady? It's like, we're all thinking it.
Yeah.
And he gives her advice, and he promises not that he won't forget to remember her. And she's like, oh, don't make promises you can't keep, because she's Irish for some reason.
Because she's Irish.
It's a good reason to be Irish.
Yeah. The actress is Irish.
No, I'm saying that's a good reason to be Irish. Anyway, Kevin's like, I gotta go now. And it's like, do ya?
Where are you going?
Like, I mean, he's gotta go because he's gotta go stop the robbery at Duncan's toy chest.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
he's
his thing. I
he's
think.
got a
Or has he arrived there? I'm not sure he's arrived there yet. He's just like, I gotta go now. Because then he's walking and he goes by the hospital and he sees the kid in the window. And that's when
yeah,
you start hearing the wet bandits in his memory, I guess. And he's
yeah,
like,
talking about
gotta talk
it's
about.
it's a voiceover of the Wet Bandits and Mr. Duncan talking about getting the money to the kids, and then they were gonna take the money, and then the kids will be sad, and
Right, yeah, all that. And while he's just staring at this kid.
a kid waves at him briefly, and then looks at him
I,
concerned because like, why is he still staring at me?
why is he not waving back? Why is he just yeah. Anyway, so we get a
Is that young
montage
man
of him.
Marley?
Anyway, we get a montage of little Kevin McAllister preparing Rob's house for round 2 with the burglars, I guess.
Yes, 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 we do. And he's getting it all
Yeah.
sets up.
And we cut from there to Kevin's family arriving at the hotel, and they're way too proud of themselves. Especially Tim Curry. I made the discovery.
Where's our son?
Like, yeah,
No, I
yeah,
stopped.
yeah. What do you mean? Well, he had a very wait. What idiots do you have working at this place? The finest in New York, madam. Chill. And then yeah, so they're like, yeah, we're gonna get you a room. We're gonna get you all taken care of. Kate just lays into him, and
Yeah.
Peter's like, hey, I'm gonna go to the police, and Kate's like, oh, I'm gonna go out looking for him, and Tim Curry kind of steps in, and Peter tells him to stay out of it, and he's like, very well, and we get to see how intense Kate is, where she's like, I'm no murderer or mugger would dare mess with me.
Yeah, she's a
And
mama
then,
bear at this point.
Yeah, all on instinct right now. And Tim Curry decides to intervene again, and she slaps him, and he's great. He is fantastic. He's too bundled up, madam. It's awfully cold outside. You get the little lip quiver.
Yep.
Like, trying not to cry. It's so good.
Yeah, yeah. And she's just, yep, she's mama bear mode. Back to find Kevin because he's in the mean streets of New York by himself.
Yep. And now we cut to midnight. We see the security locking up Duncan's
And
toy chest, and the huh?
I love this shot of Kevin. It's just so funny that he's walking down the street. He's got the board under one arm, he's holding a bucket in the other arm, just
Just
bopping
kind of
along to listen whatever he's doing.
Yeah. His walk, the Kevin McAllister walk is iconic.
Yeah,
He's just
because the
kind
same
of
when he's carrying groceries back from in the first movie, just do to do to do to do.
yeah. And
There's a
it's
cadence
also
to it.
it's the same walk that Ralphie has in the Christmas Story.
Maybe it's a kid thing.
Might just be a kid thing, but he's definitely got that kid walk, and it might be a little played up. But yeah, no, he's walking back, and we get So the Wet Bandits, it's time, and they're Harry's very meticulously and organized, getting the money out. Marv is just chaotic evil.
Yeah, he's just grabbing and stuffing.
Yep. And then Kevin knocks on the window and waves at them, and then he takes their picture.
Which Marv smiles.
He took our picture. How was my hair?
Yeah.
And then he
And
breaks the window.
They also do the thing, crowbars up, just before
Oh,
they start
yes.
breaking into things, and Harry breaks into the register where Marv goes into the chest.
Right. Anyway, we see Kevin reeling back, getting ready to chuck this brick through the window, and Harry's like, "No!" And the window breaks, and Kevin's like, "That was awesome."
Alarm goes off.
And then he runs.
Yep.
And then Harry follows him out, and then steps on the board and realizes, "Whoa!" And then Marv comes out and launches Harry into oblivion, and Harry dies.
Yes. As soon as they jump through this window, physics goes away. They ramped up the slapstick in this, and the cartooniness of it, and took away some of the physics in this movie.
Yes, but they didn't overdo it. They cranked it up just enough.
Yes. Well, and
To where-
because I mean, Harry goes flying, and then crashes down on top of a car.
And just crumbles the car, and you're like, "Yeah, that's no."
And Marv's like, "Oh, that was insane."
That was awesome. I twisted my ankle on that board back there. And then Kevin's like, "Smile," and that's when Harry grabs him and pulls him in for the picture, or
Yeah, he
Marv pulls him in
smiles
for
at
the
him.
picture. They snap one, and then Kevin runs.
It's like, "Get him!"
Yep, and then
And we see Kate at Rob's house.
yeah, so Kate is arrived at Rob's house, and she's trying to knock and see if anyone's there. No one's there, so she leaves, and this is like, yeah.
Like,
So
like
as
2
she's rounding the
seconds.
corner, he's coming in.
Yeah.
Which, if they're a little bit later, that's gonna be that'd be an interesting thing.
Yeah. Well, because at that point, it would have been a reunion and then get into the cab. Because the amount of time between Kevin getting to Rob's place and the Sticky Bandits getting there is about 30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, they get into a cab and the Wet Bandits just get caught. Sticky
Yeah.
Bandits, my apologies. But it doesn't work that way, and he climbs up the trash chute and gets to the roof very fast.
Yeah, he scrambles and gets up there right quick.
Yeah, and so yeah, then you get Marv logic. I don't know what that means. Oh,
Marv
is
logic?
he? Yeah. Oh
'Cause
yeah,
he-
because they're talking, and he's like, "This ain't his house. He's in New York. He's running scared. He doesn't have a house full of traps." And that's when Kevin interrupts. "Guys, I'm up here."
Yeah, he's like,
And then Harry's like,
"Hey, let me handle this. You don't think."
yeah. And so Harry's like, "Sonny, tell you what, you throw down your camera, and we'll just part ways. You'll never hear from us again." And he's like, "You promise?" And he's like, "Cross my heart and hope to die."
Yeah, it's
And what do you think? Say Kevin throws down the camera. Do they just leave?
no.
Because also at this point, what can they do?
Right. So they're in a weird spot right now because he's saying, "Look, I don't mind." Based on last time and everything going on, Kevin knows what's going on. These guys are like, okay, he's not prepared this time. He can't get us with his little fun house. So we'll stop chasing you. We won't hurt you. We won't kill you because I'll do that. I'll just take you to the park and do it now. But give us the camera. We'll go away and never see us again.
And then he'll
And-
come out and try to go where he's going, and they'll grab him and pop.
Yeah, or something. But yeah,
I don't know. Anyway, he throws a brick, not a camera, and it nails Marv right in the face. And then Marv dies. Not really, but normally, yeah, that's a 4-story building and a brick going into his face. And he gets about 4 of those.
he does. I count him.
And Marv,
And
how many
Marv,
fingers?
Harry's like, great. You got to do better than
8?
that.
You can't do any of that, kid, or you're gonna lose. And then he's like, "Come on, Marvin!" Kicks him in the side.
Yeah, come on, Marv. He's out of bricks. Let's get let's get him. And Marv's like,
It's not even picking up that.
Harry.
Yeah. And then that's it. Don't Yo throws bricks at me and gets away with it. Like
Right,
you
that's it.
hit Marv 4 times in the face, but nope.
That's it. One brick too many.
You'd have been fine up until that point.
But yeah, he kicks Marv, says, "Get up, we're going in."
Yep. So Marv goes up to the front and fights the staple gun. Not as funny as the BB gun.
No, not as funny as the BB gun.
It's clever.
I do like the attention to detail with Harry, though. It is because
We'll get to it.
we'll get to that. But
Yeah, because Marv fights with the staple gun and Harry goes around and down to the alley and totally misses the goop on the ladder. So when he tries to jump to the fire escape, he slips off and just eats it right on his back.
It's just such a zoop, bam.
And then you get the glob that falls off and lands on his forehead.
And yeah, then he goes into his cartoon swearing.
Yep. And then we're back in Marv, and he kicks the door in and steps off into oblivion.
Yeah.
That is so good. He just walks and just
It just falls right into this pit.
face first to the ground. That's a story down. That's 10 feet onto his
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
And then he lands in the basement. And then we're back to Harry, and Harry's not wasting any more time. And he takes the stairs, and he kicks the door in and opens up a tool
So
bag onto his head.
yes, and this is what I was saying. I like the attention to his PTSD because he gets to the door and he taps the doorknob first to make sure
Yep.
it's not hot. He's like, haha, and then he kicks it in because he wants to make sure there's not a blowtorch coming down on the side like the last time.
Right. So
So
he remembers. Marv is just like, Marv doesn't even check his surroundings. We can tell by the giant hole he stepped in.
yeah,
Yes.
but yeah, he
then
kicks the door open and the tool bag drops on him. You get that one hanging wrench.
That wasn't planned. That was just a thing that happened. Then we come back to Marv, and Marv gets up and he goes, "Wow, what a hole!"
Love that line. Wow, what a hole!
And then he pops himself, and then he takes a couple steps forward, and he slips on the slime. And physics is not here because no, he falls for a long time, and then he hits on his. He really whoa, and then his feet kick up, and he lands on his back, right? I don't know what grabs him and drags him, but something grabs his feet and drags him because there's no way he's doing that on his own.
Yeah, this is one of those instances where it's off, but it worked in this.
It does, and there were other ways they could have done it. They could have literally just have him like running over and step on the slime and just slide into the wall and then fall over. But no, he does the little dance, and he actually does mimic a dance for a little bit.
Yep, and then his arms get spinning, and he hits the ground, and then
takes off like Chevy Chase in Christmas Vacation.
Just like that, he's gone.
God. And then he crashes into a wall and knocks over a bunch of paint thinner onto himself.
Paint.
Okay. And then we're back to Harry. And Harry is very cautiously walking down this corridor hallway thing.
Yes. Another thing is he's every time he pulls a light bulb string, he ducks out of the way.
Yes. And then we're back to Marv, and Marv is going to wash himself up. Oh yeah, Harry remembers very well.
Harry remembers. Marv is just kind of like whatever.
Yeah. Marv is chaotic evil.
Yes, Marv needs to wash himself off.
Yeah, so he goes to the sink. and he starts trying to turn on the water. But Kevin's hooked it up to a generator?
Yeah.
And Marv dies again.
Yep. Fun fact.
Yes, they just love making Daniel Stern scream like that.
Yes. Yes. So he he started doing the first thing where he's like, ah, where he's getting electrocuted, and he kept thinking that because Chris Columbus wasn't calling cut, so he's like, okay, I'm not giving him what he needs. So he kept amping it up, shaking more and yelling louder, and just going up higher octaves
Yeah.
until they ended up with that last scream. It's like perfect. They use the whole thing, amp it up, cut in a couple extra shots of it, but yeah, they just
Replace him with a skeleton at one point.
yeah. There's the cartooniness of it again.
But bless
But
him,
yeah,
it works.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was like he's not getting what he wants. Go louder.
Yep. And so then we cut back to Harry, and Harry's still walking through cautiously, and I forget how it triggers, but he ends up lighting his head on fire very subtly. It's not
Yeah,
a blowtorch. It's like like a click click, and it lights his beanie on fire, and he's just walking. He doesn't even notice it at first. Then looks in the mirror and he goes, "Oh, oh, oh, he did it!" Like I love that. It's like he did it.
he
Like
got me. The
no
Russian
water.
officer.
And then so he does an impressive handstand and dips his head in the toilet. And then it explodes,
Because it's full of gasoline.
killing him.
See, physics are gone in this one.
Yeah. It, that this yeah, it would have hurt a whole lot more in this movie than the last one. There's a lot
Yeah,
more potential death in this one. We're
because we got
back
a
to
few
Marv.
more instances.
Oh yeah, and if Marv sees the rope and he's like, "Oh, I'm not falling for that." And so he tests it and he pulls on it and he's like, "Oh, it seems secure." And as soon as he jumps up on it, what is it, 20-pound bag of cement falls on his face,
Looks like
3
a
floors
50-pound
down.
sack.
Yeah, on his head.
Because
And
it was enough to hold when you're tugging it. Like, okay, that's secure. Then you put all your weight on it, and it's
whoop. And then it's because he jumps, he lands to the ground, and he's like, he's still holding the rope, and it's like down and go behind him, and it's like it's coming faster, and he's like, oh,
hits him and he crumbles.
he does, yeah, and then he just sits right back up, and he's like, I'm gonna murder that kid, and it's like, and me at this point, I'm like, you didn't have to engage.
Yeah.
Kid didn't know you were there. You introduced yourself to him. You could have not said anything. Kid would have had no idea that you were robbing Duncan's toy chest. You could have just popped the thing open, grabbed the money, ran, and no one would have known.
Yep.
Gotten away. Taken the L and then come out on top. But no, you didn't want to do that. You wanted to kill a 10-year-old kid.
Yeah. Yes, they did. I think Harry wanted to do it more than Marv.
I think so. And then we cut to Harry in the mirror, and he
Marv's more
cleans
like
his
Joe
teeth.
Danby. He talks about it a lot, but I don't think he's really going to do it.
Yeah. You'll see when they do it. But yeah, we cut to Harry in the mirror, and he cleans his teeth real quick, and then we're back to Marv, and Marv's suddenly an engineer because
I
he
mean,
builds a climbing. I almost said a climbing device, but he stacks a bunch of stuff that he can get from one level to the other.
a climbing device. He builds a mountain of
It,
crud.
I mean, it's not a ladder. You couldn't say he builds a ladder. He builds a climbing device. A mountain of stuff he can climb up on, and it collapses out from under him.
Yeah. Leaving
He
him just
almost
hanging
makes
on
it.
the edge of the hole.
Yep. But then Kevin runs by. He climbs the ladder, and Harry's right behind him because Marv's like, "Harry, go!"
Yeah. He's like, he's out here.
And
He's in the living room.
that was one of the ladders that Kevin cut, so it was enough to support his weight, but not Harry's weight. So it breaks, and he just falls
Right.
face first. And Marv's just like, "Oh,
Oh, I'm coming, buddy.
yeah, I got you, I got you."
Focuses a little more.
And then and then he's like, "All right, Harry, I'll boost you up." And Kevin's like, "Why don't you guys try the stairs?" And Mark's like, "Right." And so they go for the stairs, and they're the exact same stairs. Anyway, this is the same house.
Yes.
And they're getting ready to go up, and Harry's like, hang on. Don't you remember last year? And Marv's like, no.
Which proves that Marv
Which
doesn't just going for it. But yeah,
Marv's not. Yeah.
this is the first time I realized it was the same house.
I've noticed it the last few times, but yeah. So Harry's like, just hold on. He goes, let's get him, Marv. Clunk, 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 and the paint can comes. He's like, that's one. And then Marv's like, don't worry, Harry. I'll get him. And I mean, they're cartoon characters, and
Yes.
but that works. Kevin throws the other can, and
He's like, "Ow, right in my schnoz."
and they're like laughing to themselves. We got the kid.
Stupid kid. Yeah, stupid
Yeah.
kid.
And they're like, all right, that's two. All right, let's go. And then they look up when they see the. I thought at first it was just a lead bar, but it's a pipe.
It's a cast iron pipe.
It's a cast iron pipe.
Yes.
And they look up just in time, and you get another uh-oh, and it hits them both square in the face, which, how does it hit them both square in the face when Marv is so much taller than Harry? I don't know, but
Harry
I'll
was up a
accept it
step.
this time. But it hit them both at the same time.
Movie's got a movie.
Movie's got a movie. And so, yeah, it knocks them back all the way down to the hole.
And
And
Marv's
then they're
like,
like,
"That's
ugh,
3."
that's three. And then Kevin cuts the rope. And you see it bouncing down the stairs. And one of my favorite Joe Pesci lines in the whole movie is you see it coming, like it's coming down to them now, and he's just like, no, no, and it hits. It's like that's 4.
Oh, now that
It's so
since we
good.
mentioned Pesci, fun fact, just like in the first movie, he kind of kept his distance from Macaulay Culkin during the filming of this one. He didn't want to be too familiar with him to have a familiarity show up on screen with him.
Right. Anyway, the sticky bandits are climbing up Marv's new creation. We don't exactly know how much time has passed at this point since they went to the basement to now.
Right, enough
And
time for Kevin to get something set up, but he could have left and just disappeared.
yeah. So we're gonna say it hasn't been that long.
No,
But yeah. But
of course
yeah,
Kevin's
so
petty
they're
too and needs to get them.
sure. But yeah, Marv's building this thing and Harry's questioning it. And Marv's like, don't worry, it's solid as a rock. And they climb up and they make it up. And sure enough, it holds up and then it collapses and Harry's like, ah, solid as a rock, huh, Marv?
Hey, got you up there.
Yep. Yeah, so then they go up the stairs more and they pull the doorknob and it's got a string attached through it. And you start hearing a ruckus.
Yeah,
And they're both like, what is that?
both put their heads to the door.
They're like, it's coming.
They both kind of slowly blink. Like,
Like,
what
they're
is
both
that?
trying to figure it out, like listening, and it's like it's getting louder, and then it completely knocks the like. How does it? I mean, how does it stay forward? First of all,
I mean, you see this thing going down the stairs. Drawers are opening up. Tools are flying out of it. It's still standing. It's got the
it's still upright.
it's got the Marv slipping physics going on because it hits the
Yeah,
door and just keeps going.
I know, and it's not going very fast. Like if it really went and it tipped, it would really just kind of tumble over itself and hit that door hard.
Yeah,
But the way it's going, not so much. But you know what? I like it.
yeah, it's funny.
And then it hits the door. The door busts completely off the hinges. They fly straight back and smash up against the wall. And Marv cleverly says that was the sound of a tool chest falling down the stairs. And Harry nods in agreement, and they fix their noses.
Yeah, they both go and crack their noses back because they're all squished up.
Yep. Did you have a fun fact for here?
I did not.
Okay, I thought you said fun fact, but you might have already. That might have been earlier. Anyway, we're back on the rooftop with Kevin now, and Kevin takes the rope that he soaked in kerosene and throws it off the roof.
That's such a great.
Like the way I did that, or what?
Yeah. But yeah, he tosses it off the roof. He crawls over and starts shimmying down this thing.
Which, if he doesn't do that right, the movie's over. Could you imagine? Little Dan, I think about that every time. I'm like, man, if he lets go or pinches his finger or something, Kevin's gone and this movie's done. Imagine little 10-year-old Kevin just falling down 6 stories to the ground or whatever it is. And at this point in time, I was also looking, I go, there's neighbors on both sides that are home with lights on and Christmas decorations up. Are they not concerned by the noise? I don't know.
Well,
It's New
they're
York.
renovating, so maybe they're just thinking
We'll get
something's
into
going
more
on.
stuff here in a minute. Yeah. So Kevin climbs all the way down, and what is Marv gets up there? Where'd he go? Oh no, that was the first movie where maybe you committed suicide. I'm down here, you big horse.
You big horses took us.
You big horse's donkey.
But yeah, they look over the edge of the building and see him down there. It's like, suck brick, kid.
And then
Whips.
completely misses.
Yeah. So when one thing I was gonna say, since we're here, is you notice some of the similar beats from the first movie to this movie, where they both end them leaving the death house or death structure on a rope. The first one they go on the zip line,
Yep.
and then this one they climb out a rope on this one.
Yes. But the demise of the rope is different in each.
It is different in each.
Because they're climbing down and Harry, are you wearing aftershave? And, no, it's kerosene. The rope is soaked in it. Okay, well, that's silly. Why would anybody soak a rope in kerosene? And then he lights the match. And it's like, oh, that's why he soaked the rope in kerosene. And he lights it up. And now I had to comment.
Yes.
Because that rope goes up very fast.
Well, it's kerosene.
Sure. But you have a 60-foot long piece of rope on fire against a building.
Yeah. It's a brick building.
Sure. Fine. I'm just saying the neighbors at this point would know. Anybody on the street would be like, huh, that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah. So maybe now they're calling the cops.
I would hope so. But they don't.
The neighbors might.
Maybe. Anyway, yeah. So Kevin runs and the sticky bandits let go and they fall and they launch a bunch of varnish up in the air and soak themselves in it.
Yes. Which is amazing. It doesn't all catch fire.
That would be too far in the movie. There would just be a wall of fire raining down on them. And
it would be,
then
but
you'd have
varnish
to-
is flam-
I mean, varnish is highly flammable.
It is.
But that rope is soaked in kerosene, and that's a lot of varnish. And that would, yeah, that could have been bad.
Yeah. I was thinking about that this time. I was like, oh, they got lucky.
Anyway, yeah, I got lucky.
They got in
Ish.
several ways.
Anyway, Kevin calls the cops from a payphone, tells them where he's gonna be, and says look for fireworks because we saw
Yeah.
him buy fireworks very early on.
We did. I don't think we talked about that, but he got them when he was exploring New York when he first got there.
Yep, maybe those will come back.
Maybe. Well, they did.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's running across the street and he slips and falls, and you see him slip and fall, and his head hits that nice cushy backpack from the side, and then they do a top view of it, and his head hits the ice because he's not wearing the backpack.
Yes.
Because movie's got a movie.
Movie's got a movie, and he's got to be caught.
Yes. So he gets caught, and then they're going to take him for a walk in the park.
Yes. A little stroll in the park.
A stroll in the park, and then Pigeon Lady shows up, and she takes her time. She lets Joe Pesci she lets Harry get his gun out,
Yeah. Well,
pointed at her.
Kevin made fun of her, so she's gonna let him sweat a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. And then Marv's like, shoot her, shoot her, shoot her. And Harry's like, I'm trying to shoot her. Shut up.
He's got a gun covered in varnish.
First she's like, Kevin, run. And so he does and doesn't get very far. And they're just watching. And she's just like, okay, he ran. I'm just going to stand here with the bucket.
Yeah.
And then she throws the bucket of seeds on him. And the pigeons are hungry. And there's a fun fact here. Do you have it?
Yes, I do have it.
Go
Fun
ahead.
fact: there was 300 pigeons released in this scene, and one of them flew into Daniel Stern's mouth. And he said it was awful.
Yes.
But that's a lot of pigeons. He's just standing there screaming as pigeons fly around them. And one
Flies right into your face hole.
it's just right into his mouth.
Then you don't break character because you don't want to do it again.
You just pull his head out of your face and keep screaming because that was awful. It went in my mouth. It went in my mouth.
Kevin lights fireworks,
He does.
and the cops show up.
As they're being mauled by pigeons.
Yeah, and the cops' reaction says what we're all thinking.
Yeah.
And then they fire a gun, and the pigeons go away.
That being said, it's not good for the pigeons because they're eating varnish with their seed.
No, you have about 300 dead pigeons now. The pigeon lady has no more pigeons.
Oh, it's New York. There's always pigeons.
Sure.
But it took out a big chunk of them.
Yeah, it did. So
My
yeah,
face hurts.
Kevin runs. The cops pick up the sticky bandits. Marv tells him everything. Oh, sorry, they're like, oh, you missed the prisoners always giving out gifts. He's like, oh, we missed the presents. He had us hiding out in the houses. And
Yeah.
he's like, shut up, Marv. And
Shut
he's
up,
like, oh,
Marv."
don't bother, don't mind him. He's just a little frustrated. See, we broke out of prison a couple days ago. So shut up. And we're no longer the wet bandits. We're the sticky bandits. That's S
It's
T
I.
I. Yeah, it's great. Then we cut to, so Kevin heads back to I don't know where. He doesn't even know where. I know where he goes because I've seen the movie. But we
Yes.
cut to Duncan's toy chest, and Mr. Duncan is there, of course, because his store was burgled.
Right. His store is
word.
burgled.
Burgled, that's the right word.
Yep. By
And
the Hamburglar.
the,
Rabble.
and the cops are like, it seems a kid broke your window. We found this brick with a note attached.
What does the note say? I don't know. I didn't look at it.
It's
of
still
the
attached to the brick.
Yeah,
Mr. Duncan takes it off the brick and he goes, Hi, Mr. Duncan. I'm Kevin McAllister. I'm the one that broke your window. I'm sorry. I had to break it to catch the bad guys. Do you
Yeah.
have insurance? If not, I'll send you some money if I can ever get home. Like, okay. Like, nice kid, I guess.
Thanks for the turtle
I'll send-
doves.
Yeah, P.S. Thanks for turtle doves. And Mr. Duncan's like, I know who this kid is. Apparently, he knows exactly who he is.
Well, he got his name, Kevin McAllister.
Yeah.
And
right.
maybe the cops are like, hey, that's the name of that kid that's lost in New York
missing
and his family just
yeah.
showed up.
Maybe. Anyway, Kate's wandering around and she's not nearly as tough as she sounded in the hotel because she's got a picture of Kevin. And have you seen him? Have you seen him? And then she talks to the cops that arrested the wet bandits because they're not doing paperwork or anything.
No.
And
They pass that off to somebody else.
Yep. And then they chat back and forth, and Kate figures out where he is, and she's like, he's at Rockefeller Center. And the cop's like, hop in, we'll give you a ride. And I'm going, what time is it?
1 a.m.
Later than that,
2 a.m.
at least. Because they robbed the place at midnight.
Okay. And we watched for 30 minutes?
Yeah, roughly. With lots of cuts and all this stuff going on. So
Okay.
it's at least 2 a.m. Anyway, we cut to Rockefeller Center, and guess what? There's Kevin.
Because
And
he
he's
likes
making a
Christmas
wish
trees.
on...
There's the
'cause he
biggest
likes Christmas
Christmas tree ever.
Yep, that's how she found it. And so he's making a wish that if he can't see, because he's still thinking that like it's Christmas magic.
I think so.
No one told him. Anyway, so he's like, and if I can't do that, I'd like to at least see my mother again. And she shows up and she's like, Kevin, and he goes, wow, that worked fast.
Yeah. Oh, shucks.
Because last year it took a while.
It did.
And they hash things out.
Yep. Yes, they do.
And they go back to the hotel. And then we cut back to the hotel, and there is a truck unloading stuff.
There is. We find out that.
I never caught that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
No idea. No idea
Oh.
what that was. Never pieced any of that together. That was just that was weird. Anyway, it's the next morning. Ah. Fuller wakes everyone up. You like how he's got the big bed all to himself with like 4 cans of Coke next around him?
Yep.
And they're all on the floor. And he's like, guys, wake up, it's Christmas. And Kevin's like, don't get your hopes up, dude. What's his name? Santa.
What's his name?
Buckman? I don't think I think Santa Claus visits the hotel. And but Fuller's like on a mission, and so they go upstairs of their hotel room. Like, what?
This is one of the big suites. Since
They're
there's
huge suites.
since there's 13 or 14 of them now.
Yeah. And fun fact, the Plaza Hotel has actually built rooms that resemble the suites that Kevin and the folks had stayed in.
Awesome.
Yeah. But so yeah, they wake up Uncle Frank and Aunt Leslie, who I'm not sure has had a line this entire movie. Oh, when she wakes up Frank in the beginning.
Yeah. Like Kevin Solo.
Yep. And then Pete and Kate wake up. Peter, he's not a Pete.
No, there's another Pete there.
Yeah. And then they all see the tree, and I don't even know if there was a tree there. And the gifts just showering the place.
Yeah, they've got Christmas basically. Big old tree, lots of presents.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. And Buzz gives a nice little speech, kind of like he did the last time.
Yep.
And he's like, well, I think since this is Kevin's fault, he should get to open the first present. Merry Christmas, Kevin throws the present. And no one waits for Kevin to open it. He catches it and he's like, all right, enough of this gooey show of emotion. Which I didn't get that as a kid. That joke way over my head.
Yeah.
And just the way that both parents look over at him, he's like a show of emotion. And Buzz can't whistle. Devin Rattray could not whistle. That's why he blew a raspberry instead. Can't whistle.
That's awesome.
Like, you're supposed to whistle. I can't. Okay. And so yeah, everybody dig in. So they're all opening presents like crazy. And Kev is like, oh, I'm gonna go out and find the pigeon lady in Central Park.
Yeah. It's like I can see the park from here. I'm gonna go find her.
The Plaza Hotel is in the park.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he finds her. He gives her one of the turtle doves. There's a knock
Like,
at the
thanks,
door.
I'll put this on my tree.
Yeah. Let's not get into the practicality of giving her anything anyway. But yeah, there's a knock at the door and Buzz answers it, and
Well, you know what turtle doves are, right? Type of
birds.
pigeons.
That's right, because doves and pigeons are the same thing. People just eat doves. Got it. Anyway. No friend Lost in New York. No Friends references, but we do a 2.5 Men one.
Yeah, how did we not do any Friends references?
I don't know. They never came up. Anyway, so yeah, Buzz gets the the bill for room service and goes, oh, before that, Cedric is the one that delivers it. He asks for his tip. He gets Buzz chewed gum,
Yeah.
and
It's like, here
Cedric's
you
like,
go.
nice family.
Yeah.
And then Buzz is like, oh, Dad. And Kevin's still talking to Pigeon Lady, and we hear, Kevin, you spent $967 on room service.
In 2 days.
That's a lot.
It is. Well, he had the whole ice cream bar, and maybe he put the shorts on it for his swim shorts, and
Yep.
rented the
And,
movie a couple times.
And calculating in today's, that would be over $2,200
Dang.
on room service in 2 days. But then Kevin gasps and runs further into the park, and we roll credits.
Yep. Home Alone 3, Lost in Central Park, where Peter's hunting him.
the hunting. But anyway, that is Home Alone. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. Haha. We did Home Alone yesterday. Not actually, but kind of. Anyway, Marshall.
Yes? Final thoughts?
Fun fact.
Oh, fun fact.
Chris Columbus has stated that he thinks this movie is better than the first one.
Really?
Yes.
That is a fun
I figured
fact.
I'd throw that out there before we did final thoughts. Marshall, final thoughts.
Fun fact, Siskel and Ebert didn't like either of these movies. Gave them both bad critical reviews. Audience didn't care. They loved them.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
And as an audience member, I love them too.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I,
Okay.
Final thoughts is I like these movies. I like both of them. We watched them a lot growing up. We had the Home Alone video game on Game Boy, which we played a bunch. I believe we made Dad beat it for us.
I've beaten it a few times.
I don't think I ever beat it, but it was a fun game, fun collecting game. You wander around the house avoiding bad guys and collecting.
Nothing like the movie.
No, nothing like the movie at all. But yeah, this one it's hard to pick which one's my favorite. They both have a lot of good beats in them, a lot of good story points, a lot of good humor. I think overall, one is just a more clean movie that kind of start to finish it all. This one's a little more choppy, but it's still fun.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I like it. I'll watch it again. I'll watch it regularly. Maybe not like we used to, but it's on the list.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. Your final thoughts?
Growing up, this was my favorite of the two.
Okay.
I think for the fact of I remember seeing it in theaters.
Okay.
I don't remember seeing Home Alone 1 in theaters 'cause I was 4 when it came out. This one I was 6.
Yeah, I would have been 9 or 10 when we saw it.
And I might have been, yeah, I was older to remember it. It was more, I had the talk boy. It was yeah, I don't know. I can't tell you exactly why this one was my favorite one growing up.
Well, it had the other side characters, Tim Curry and Rob
Right.
Schneider. We always laughed at them a bunch.
Right, and I
Um,
think that's one. This is one. This might have been Grandma's favorite of the two, also, because she wanted to watch it more. I think. I feel like we just watched this one more growing up
yeah, I think so.
than the first one. Kind of same thing with like Adam's Family Values. Like those were the sequels that were our favorites or my favorites growing up.
I mean,
As an adult,
they got a little sillier and
right?
directed more towards the
Yeah,
kids.
absolutely. Yeah, no, no, that definitely did that. As an adult, I refuse to pick a favorite Home Alone movie.
Okay.
These two movies are so perfect separately and especially together that to me it's one movie.
I get that. Yeah,
It's Home Alone 1 and 2, and that you can't have one without the other. They exist together in perfect harmony, and I refuse to say one's better than the other.
that's fair.
But yeah, we watch them all the time. Still love them. When we go up north, a lot of times we'll be watching one or the other. When we go up to your house for holidays or birthday parties, Finley will tell us to put one of them on, and we watch
Yeah.
them. We watch them year round, all the time. And what's it? 30, almost 35 years since Home Alone 1, 33 years since Home Alone 2, and I've yet to get sick of them.
That's good.
So it's the timeless movies. They will never. I'll never be sick of them. I love them. I love them
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, with Harry and Marv, the great comedic, great little villains. Um,
Yeah.
the music, the movies, it's funny. Saw an interview with Daniel Stern saying this is both these movies, 1 and 2, are the first times he ever laughed out loud while reading scripts. And he knew they would be good. Usually when he reads scripts, like, okay, that'll be funny. But this one, he was laughing out loud while reading them.
Nice.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I don't have any more fun facts,
Um,
and I think that does it for our final thoughts.
yeah, I think so too. I mean, yeah, I don't have anything
Yeah.
else.
Well, if you would like to reach out to us, you can do so at Watch Roach. We
Well,
want to say thank you, and thank you and Merry Christmas to all of you who are listening to us on Christmas Day.
Merry
Uh,
Christmas.
we we appreciate your continued support, and we hope that we are entertaining enough to be part of your Christmas rotation, maybe. And if you'd like to
Oh,
reach out to us, you can do so. watchitbropodcast@gmail.com. We are on the X, formerly known as Twitter, at watchitbropod, Facebook, and Instagram under that same handle. For our intro, you heard Erase by Disciple. For more by Disciple, visit disciplerocks.com. Our outro was provided by my lovely wife. That one is called Old Ways. And as always, thank you for watching.